Maddy O'Neill.
Hi, I am Jack Mayfield.
Hi, I'm Cameron Vendetti.
And I'm Joe Sylvia.
Hello, my name is Maddy O'Neill, and I'm interviewing Riverview's cross-country coach and technology specialist, Mr. Merrill. Welcome to the Cape Media Center, and thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me here, Maddy, today. Excellent.
What is the difference between the Special Olympics track team and the co-ed varsity track team?
Well, what we have going on right now is our school has just entered into the MIAA, Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association, and we've combined, the MIA has combined with Special Olympics to create what is called a unified sports program, which allows schools to have athletes, or students really, who are not looking to participate in a full 5-day-a-week sport, but would be interested in participating 2 or 3 days a week in a sport, and taking those athletes, combining them up with athletes from other programs that are like in Special Olympics, that can then train together and compete in what is called a unified track team, or we have a basketball team that they're having up this fall. And it gives all the students, to include everybody, in a chance to participate and play.
That's cool. What schools do some of the Special Olympics teams have their away events at?
We actually went and watched them the other day up at Nauset High School. They also hosted them over in at Sandwich High School, and I think in the future we'll see them also hosted over in Bourne and other schools across the Cape. Right now, currently, there are teams in Bourne, Sandwich, Nauset. They're trying to build one in Barnstable and Mashpee, and of course Riverview is going to have their own established team next year.
That's cool. When did you start doing the Maplebrook trip, and what gave you the idea?
The Maplebrook trips actually have been going on for many years, even before I had come to Riverview.
Wow.
They've been playing soccer and doing cross country there for years. And over the last few years, what was happening was our cross country team became too strong. We literally, the last time we went to Maplebrook, our girls team beat the boys team. So there really wasn't any sense for us to go and compete with the boys team when our girls team was already beating them. The soccer teams, obviously, were still having an all-out war when we went there, but the cross-country team, as we moved to being more of a running school, our runners just really took over and crushed it there. So we haven't gone to Maplebrook the last year or two, and I'm hoping we will go again. There are other schools out there like ourselves that we're hoping to compete against in the future. We'll see how that turns out.
Yes. What gave you the idea of having the winter track team?
My winter track team came out of the need that we had students that were competing in the fall in cross country and looking to continue that training, and students obviously that we wanted to be in our spring sports team for track, and we just felt that they're giving the benefit of having additional chance to throw or jump or run in any manner might be beneficial. So we actually found an opportunity to go with what they call these little track clubs that they have. One was called the Attleboro Jaguars, and they held little meets, and we joined up with them, and we would go to some of those meets that they held. They held them at Wheaton College, and another one they held out in Franklin, at Franklin High School, I think we were going to, and they were a lot of fun.
Right. What has been your favorite race that you've done with the Roadrunners so far?
My favorite race with the Roadrunners is by far is what they call the Marathon Relay. It's held in February. It's up in Hyannis, and at that race, 4 of our guys will team up to create a relay of a marathon, and we've always gone and performed really well. It's a very competitive race. This last year, despite it being freezing, 20, 30, 40 degrees and windy and pouring rain, we were still able to run a 2:52 marathon as a relay team. Our runners, the 4 different runners, running a 6 or 7 mile leg, And we were beating teams from the club teams from MIT in this race. So
Wow.
very competitive race, and I'm proud of our guys and the runners that compete in it.
Wow. How many times has the girls' cross-country team beaten Maplebrook?
The girls' cross-country team has beaten Maplebrook every time we've gone there.
Wow.
Yeah, they had some really good girls in the past, and actually right now our girls' cross-country team is looking very good for next year, as we've had a great spring training, and a lot of kids have joined the girls' track team, and that has really just blossomed out our chances to see what we're going to do this fall.
Yeah.
Now, you did some running for us too, right? You did a little bit.
Yes, I did the Loving Life 5K, and I walked it with my crutches, and at the halfway mark, I got really tired, so I'm like, okay, why am I doing this?
Yeah, it's hard, huh?
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a question why you're doing things. It's
Yeah.
hard, right?
Yeah.
And did you get enough water while you were running the
I
race?
did.
You did?
Yeah.
Good. Now, that Love and Life 5K, we had a lot of people in that race, didn't we?
Yeah.
From both our school and from Life?
Yeah.
How many people do you think ran in that race?
I'd have to say over 100.
Over 100, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a big race. Excellent. Good. Good. And you like it? You like to try to run a little bit more yourself, though,
Yes.
right? Right? It's
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah, I've been walking the track.
Walking the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Riverview.
Yeah.
Good. Now, what do you think about us possibly getting a new track at Riverview? What do you think about that?
Does this mean like you want like a bigger one?
Well, what they're thinking about is just replacing the old one. They're not essentially going to make a bigger one. They would love one that would match up with a regulation size track. But I think they're just talking about replacing the one we have with more of a synthetic rubber and a real infield and all that kind of jazz. What do you think about that? Think that would be nice?
Yes.
Excellent. Good.
Thank you for coming.
Excellent. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you for interviewing.
My pleasure.